What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to Mundo Sporto. Tonight's game sees Manchester United taking on Everton at Old Trafford. The team news is in, and I'll go through it in a couple of moments. I just want to start off, as always, by saying hello to everybody. I hope that you're all well. I hope that you're in fine fettle, and I hope that life is treating you well. As has been the case with a good few of our watch-alongs lately, proud to say that once again, today's watch-along has been brought to you in association with the One Football app. If you haven't already downloaded this app, ladies and gentlemen, you really are missing out. It is the best football alert app, bar none. You get notifications, you get all the goal results, you get all the scorers, you get all the statistics, you get some videos, everything that you need is in there in the One Football app. It is completely free. You can avail of it at any Play Store you want, Google Play Store, Apple App Store, whatever your preference is. There's also going to be a link in the description just to let the guys know that we sent you over as well. And a massive thank you to One Football for everything that they do for the football fan community, because they really do a lot of great work and they help out a lot of us channels who are starting on the road on our journey forward. So massive thank you again to One Football. Download the app. I've downloaded it. My mates have it, and none of us have looked back since. All other apps are just inferior, let's be honest, folks. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there's also something else I want to talk about today, and I want any Manchester United fans that are in the chat. Actually, you know what, I'll wait for it to fill up a little bit, but there's something else I want to talk about as well. Give me your predictions on the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's I think a 2-1 United win is my prediction, but it could be an interesting one, this, genuinely. As always, I'm going to be calling this straight down the middle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be no bias whatsoever either way. I'll call it as I see it. Well, let's go through the starting 11s one more time, shall we? For Manchester United, David De Gea starts in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. In midfield then, McTominay and Paul Pogba. Then it's Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford and Edinson Cavani. For Everton, it's Olsen in goal, Holgate, Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey, Lucas Digne, Decore, Davies, Gomez, and then it's James Rodriguez, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison that make up their starting 11. So again, ladies and gentlemen, two strong sides gone out there tonight by both managers. Obviously, is he on the bench or is he injured actually? What's the story with L. Jordan Pickford? I never had a chance to check at that one. No, he must be injured. He's not on the bench. So, yeah, there you go. No Pickford in goal today for Everton anyway. So, let me know your thoughts on it, folks, what your predictions are. Danny Dogg's going for a 1-1. Usman's going 2-0. Callum Tipping's going 2-2 as well. Hello to everybody else that's coming in. 2-0 United for Liam. 2-0 United for Luke. Luke, I think we have a little chat on Twitter earlier on, buddy. If it's the same Luke, lovely to see you in, mate. Appreciate the support. RSH14's going for a 2-2. Pickle Juice, what a name that is, mate. Belter of a name. 4-2 United. Feel like the players will be motivated for performances. Thoughts on the Villa win? I didn't see any football today, mate. I slept rather late, to be honest with you, and I've only got up and spent some time with the family, then watching some TV, watching a bit of Gogglebox actually. It was quite enjoyable. It is you, Luke. How are you, buddy? Rayan going for a 1-1 as well. Roberto's going for a 2-1 to United. RB Comps. Michael uploads random stuff. Love that name, mate. Proper name for a YouTube channel, that well in. He's gone 4-1 to Manchester United. Alright, Michael, relax now. No spamming, buddy. Happy to read out your comment. Sleepy Craig, yeah, look, mate, I'm catching up. It's been a really busy few weeks and I'm catching up on the sleep, which is always good to see. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, as we get closer to today's kickoff, I want to just take a second to draw your attention to something. On behalf of all the football community around the world, our thoughts, our prayers, our love and best wishes are with everybody at Manchester United, whether it be the fans, the family members or the club. Today is the 63rd anniversary of the Munich air disaster. The Flowers of Manchester, as they're known, and our thoughts, our love and best wishes go out to everybody. At times like this, there is no such thing as rivalry. This is just football fans coming together to pay respect to what was an awful tragedy. So our best wishes, our love go out to all the Manchester United fans, family members out there. Our thoughts are with you on this day. And yeah, just as always, I'm trying to say, and I'll continue to say, rivalries need to be put aside in the bigger picture. And today is a very sad day. So hopefully, I know a lot of United fans are hoping that the players will go out there tonight and put on a performance, and you know, I'm sure they'll be well motivated. But our thoughts and prayers are with you all on this day. So, you know, just that's what I wanted to say. Zach's going for 2-1 for United. Ibrahim's going 2-2. Rest in peace, said TTV Klopp. Hashtag Flowers of Manchester for Liam Barry as well. Craig, did you see Souček's red card? I didn't, pal, but you know what? Connor told me it was ridiculous. He's seen it, and I was just chatting to him there a minute ago, and he told me that it was an absolute complete nonsense red card. Orange Slav said, I think Manchester United will be motivated by the tragedy that happened 63 years ago, so that's why I'm predicting Manchester United win. Again, a lot of Manchester United fans in rightly saying hashtag Flowers of Manchester. Nothing but love, lads. Nothing but support today. We get an awful lot of lovely messages from opposition fans as well on the date of the Hillsborough tragedy, and it's always a sad day, of course, and for Manchester United fans around the world, and for the football family around the world, it is a sad day as well today. 63 years since that tragedy took place, and as I said, from all of us at Anfield Agenda, Mundo, Sporto, and I can't speak on behalf of all the Liverpool fan base, but nothing but love and best wishes to everybody. We are thinking of you today. Taki scored for Southampton. I know you couldn't write the irony, buddy. You couldn't write it. Yeah, look, I'm glad this is a Manchester United Everton stream. So I always try and keep Liverpool out of these things, especially when I'm calling the games as well. I'm getting more nervous for tomorrow's at Arab FC. I hear relax now with the Gundogan better than Steven Gerrard. I will say to you, Gundogan is an exceptional footballer, and no argument about that, pal. But Steven Gerrard, I mean, come on, mate. It's Steven Gerrard. Will always be in our heart, said Red Ryan. Do you think Everton will sit back and counter? Genuinely proud to say I have watched fuck all of Everton this year, so I really don't know. But what I can say is Lucas Digne now walking out with a wreath, obviously in remembrance, and a lovely tribute from Everton. In fairness, their players are in the tunnel at Old Trafford waiting to go out onto the pitch. Carlo Ancelotti looks relaxed, and again, beautiful tribute from Manchester United. Some banners around the ground, and on a day that look, it's a sad day. It's a sad day for the sport. It's a sad day that we all rally around and should do as a football community. But hopefully the football today does the talking out on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully we're in for a good entertaining evening. Do you think we'll score first? Said Tyler Brown. Or who do I think will score first? Sorry. Again, mate, it is just guesswork. So I'd say United are probably going to come out of the blocks fast. So I'll go with United to score first. My prediction would be, I can't give you an actual score prediction, but I would say both teams to score and United to win, so maybe a 2-1, something like that. What have we got? Can we respect United and not talk about Everton? Who spoke about Everton, mate? All I said was they're carrying a wreath out onto the pitch in respect of your club, man. That's all I said. And, that has to be acknowledged because it is a class act. So, do you know what I mean? And now here comes Harry Maguire, captain of the Manchester United side, again also carrying out a wreath. Look, it looks like a moment that, of course, these Manchester United players hasn't been lost on them. They look very focused. And look, today's about the football. Today, of course, we remember the Flowers of Manchester, but tonight the lads will want to go out there and both clubs fight it out on the pitch and see who gets the result at the end of the 90 minutes, ladies and gents. Chloe said I never miss a live stream. Thank you, Chloe. I always see you in the chat as well. Really appreciate it. Respect to you, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Tyler. Much appreciated, fella. Jurgen said I've never wanted Everton to win so bad. What's your prediction? 2-1. 2-1 United was my prediction on this one. Although a 2-2 draw wouldn't be out of the question, but I can't see anything other than United win on the day that's in it, mate. I mean, they'll be up for it, and, rightly so. I'm very good, Addison, mate. How are you? Up the tune, said Michael. Lot of respect for you guys, mate. Lot of respect for the Newcastle fans. Craig, you're the best and much respect. Right back at you, pal. Nothing but respect as always. What's weird is people know I'm a Liverpool fan. People see me on Anfield Agenda and stuff, and then they get very surprised when I come on Mundo Sporto, and I call it down the middle. I'm unbiased, and people say I'm too unbiased, but I've always thought for Mundo Sporto to stand on its own as a channel and to have integrity. All of our hosts, whether it's myself, whether it's Jack, whether it's Lee Chappie, we all need to be unbiased and call games as we see them and push our club allegiances aside. If we didn't do that, I don't think the channel would work. So I will always promise you my unbiased opinions on here, even though tonight is the two clubs, obviously, that Liverpool have the biggest rivalries with. Everton, Manchester United. I promise you though, I'll push that aside and I will call this as I see it, as I have done from day one on here, which is why I think a lot of you guys keep coming back, and I hope that you do. We welcome in all fans. This is not a Liverpool channel. I have my Liverpool baby. We have Anfield agenda. This is a football... Well, it's not even a football channel. It's a sports channel, because we're going to be covering Premier League darts as well as the season goes on. Maybe do a bit of NFL next season when that starts back. A bit of boxing and a few other bits and pieces as well. So, yeah, so welcome to all of you. I hope you enjoy the content tonight. If you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, folks, please do so. And again, massive thank you to OneFootball, who are our sponsor for tonight, or tonight's watch along. If you haven't downloaded the OneFootball app, there is a link pinned to the top of the chat right now. As you can see from the little video playing there, it's got everything for you. It's got all your match statistics, starting 11s, profiles, everything you need, little video clips, all your football information in one beautiful app. And the best part, the part that I like the most, it's absolutely free, and you cannot be free, ladies and gentlemen. So download the OneFootball app from the link either at the top of the pin to the top of the chat or in the description. It lets OneFootball know that we sent you over, and it helps us with future videos as well, of course. If OneFootball, you see that we get some good interaction, we get some good people going across, then they'll come back and help out our channel again. So again, if you haven't downloaded the app, promise you won't regret it. What have we got? Jacob said, we love you, Craig. Stay safe, mate. Been here for Anfield Agenda for years now. Huge fan. Thank you, sir. I said we beat them 2-0, said Red Ryan. Craig, respect to you. Right back at you, pal. Nothing but respect. For all the respect to your biggest rivals. Mate, look, we're all football fans. That's what I keep saying. I've been banging this drum for a long time, and I'm going to keep banging it. There does not need to be so much toxicity amongst fan channels. It just doesn't need to be. We can dislike each other's clubs. When we play each other, it's war. But afterwards, we're all football fans, and football fans need to look out for each other as well. Tribalism, yes, but we need to look out for each other, and sometimes the bigger picture is far more important. What are Mundo doing in the summer? Probably the Euros, mate. Probably going to be doing the Euros in the summer. We're in talks at the minute with a couple of companies as well about maybe doing a few little bits and pieces. But yeah, we'll be doing some. We'll be covering the Euros, I think, over the summer. And of course, we're going to be probably doing transfer shows as well on here, where we'll have people like Corey from West Ham Way. We'll have the lads from All Leeds TV. We'll have Lee Chappie. We'll have Dave as a party, who's a Wolves fan. I might try and get KG over from the United stand, because I haven't had a chance to talk to KG yet, but seems like a lovely fella. And yeah, we're going to be doing loads of stuff, mate. Don't worry, we'll be keeping you guys up to date. Obviously, me being Irish, we've no involvement in the Euros. But we're about to get underway at Old Trafford, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not going to forget to start the clock this time like I did for the second half before, so I've got my finger ready over the clock right now, ready to go. John Moss is the referee for tonight's game, and again, I'll call it straight down the middle. That's all I can promise you. United playing from left to right in the first half. They are, of course, wearing the home kit. Players are now just taking a knee, after which John Moss will blow his whistle again and we'll get underway. Right, we're off. Immediately, Everton launched the ball long, a little bit too long, and it goes straight through to David De Gea. That was a strange kick off, that one. Usually you see them go diagonally to a wing trying to win a header or a throw in. De Gea immediately flings the ball out left hand side to Luke Shaw. A bit of a resurgence for Luke Shaw, it's fair to say. I mean, he's always been a very good fullback, but I think most United fans will say he's really established himself. Maybe with the competition from Alex Telles, he's upped his game a bit. Mason Greenwood now, he plays the ball back to Harry Maguire. I'd love to know from United fans as well, which partnership do you guys think is better at the back? Do you think Maguire-Lindelof or Maguire-Eric Bailly? And from the few I've spoken to about it, Bailly seems to be the one United fans like, but we've seen Lindelof start a lot lately. Lindelof now, he plays it back to Maguire. The pressure comes on from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ball switched across. Scott McTominay. Very intrigued, by the way, when I see McTominay and Pogba in midfield. You've got good work right there as well, and a bit of industry and creativity. So I'm intrigued to see how that midfield duo gets on. We've seen previously that it was usually Fred and McTominay that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer like to put in there. And from an Everton point of view, obviously no Jordan Pickford today. Here comes Scott McTominay now, centre of the pitch, rolls the ball through, little 1-2 with Fernandes. Moves it out left hand side to Maguire, who again sweeps it out to Luke Shaw. Shaw's looking for movement ahead of him. Drops it into Marcus Rashford. Rashford Switches the ball across right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Again, he's looking for movement ahead of him. Gives it out to Mason Greenwood, right hand side. Greenwood tries a cross deep to the far post. It's a little bit overhit. Has a strange defensive header. There's a bit of head tennis going on here. Falls back to Cavani. He puts his foot through it, but he can't get over the top of the ball. I think they get a corner, actually. I think it might have taken a deflection. It looks like it's a Manchester United corner. First one of the game out on the right hand side. The end said, big boost for Everton when Pickford doesn't play. Addison's gone for a 1-1 prediction. Watching the NFL tomorrow? Absolutely. But I'm going to watch it on the sofa. I'm just going to sit back and watch the Super Bowl and enjoy it. Corner comes in from Luke Shaw. It's headed away by Everton, but it's headed straight back in by Marcus Rashford. Everton again with Andre Gomes headed away. Now James Rodriguez rolls it into the left-hand channel to Richarlison. Richarlison up against Paul Pogba. Or excuse me, it's not Pogba. It's hard to tell when both lads are wearing gloves and I can't see the numbers. Ball back now to Olsen. He rolls it out. Davies, left-hand side. Ball in field, but Scott McTominay gets there, wins it back. Marcus Rashford has it now, but he has the ball nicked off him by Richarlison. Which way is that throw gone? The referee's decided it's an Everton throw in, left-hand side. Lucas Digne looking for somewhere to throw the ball to. James Rodriguez pops into space, plays off a nice little ball to Andre Gomes, back to Richarlison. Decore now. He switches to play across. There's a bit of space now on this right hand side for Mason Holgate. He goes up the line but gives it straight to Harry Maguire. And Maguire goes back to De Gea. Nice switch out right hand side from De Gea to find Marcus Rashford. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now again back to Victor Lindelof. RG reckons United will win it 3-1. Ball again long right hand side looking for the run of Marcus Rashford. It's a little bit overhit. They'll go out for an Everton throw in. Excuse me, an Everton throw in left hand side. Throw in taken. Dominic Calvert-Lewin turns, plays the ball across to Decore. He charges forward. He's got options. Mason Holgate out wide or right. He plays the ball into him. Holgate now tries to roll the ball down the line, but Luke Shaw does well, intercepts it and feeds it to Paul Pogba. Pogba now. Do you know what's actually surprised me a lot about Paul Pogba? The amount of defensive headers he wins from set pieces defending for United. He's very good aerially at clearing the ball for United. It's something that surprised me in this game, actually. Holgate plays it out off Paul Pogba. Manages to keep the ball in play. 5 minutes gone here at Old Trafford. Not really any chances to speak of yet. Shaw. Rolls the ball back to Maguire. Maguire across to Lindelof. Good charge forward this by Victor Lindelof. Running straight at the heart of the Everton. He's all the way into the 18-yard box. Took a very good challenge there from Keane to stop him. Everton just allowed him to just keep running. Now he needs to get back into position though. Yeah, the United press has allowed Victor Lindelof to get back into position. Good work there from the United forwards to make sure that they weren't caught by a man out of space. Rodriguez now spins inside for Everton. Goes to the ground. Referee decides it's a free kick. Pogba looks a bit peeved. It was one of those, I think they just tangled up. But look, John Moss has given a free kick to Everton. Right hand side, pretty much on the halfway line. How are we, Busby the way? Welcome in, mate. Lovely to see you with us. Favourite youth player you hated see go? Good question, that, Max. Probably Suso. Probably Suso, mate, when he came through. Really had high expectations for Suso at Liverpool, and then He went off and he played well at Milan and elsewhere and Sevilla, but yeah, probably Suso. Craig, do you think PSG will thrash Barca? Oh, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a very interesting game. I'm looking forward to the Champions League ties. I mean, maybe because me being a Liverpool fan, it's probably our only chance of a bit of silverware this year. But it's just great to have European football back again as well. McTominay now on the ball for United. He rolls it across to Maguire. 7 minutes gone. Still scoreless here at Old. Well, I said still, but scoreless at Old Trafford. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now, right hand side. Pogba makes a good run ahead of him. I think Pogba may be a little bit annoyed there with Aaron Wan-Bissaka because that ball could have. There's a bit more of margin for an error perhaps, but Everton have it now left hand side. Richarlison. Great tackle on him from Scott McTominay to dispossess. Pogba now wins it for United. Davies goes through the back of Bruno Fernandes. Says I got the ball, ref, but clearly got man and ball there and a free kick to Manchester United. Man City versus Liverpool tomorrow. Yep, huge game. Be covering that with an Anfield agenda, of course, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a pre-match show that'll be going out from... What time is the game tomorrow? Is it a 4:30 kickoff? So the pre-match show should be going out from 3:45 till 4:15. That'll be the guys from Nothing But Reds. They're coming across to do the team announcement show, and then I'll be doing the watch-along myself and the post-match show as well. Luke Shaw. Little 1-2. Everton managed to dispossess. Davies now. Everton player goes down off the ball. Not quite sure what happened, but he's getting back to his feet. Referee says he's playing an advantage. Ben Davies. Nope, just Davies. Great getting the Ben Davies on the mind now because Liverpool have a new signing. Calvert-Lewin has it right hand side, but surely he was a mile off. But this new law, they have to see the play through. Ball into the box. It goes behind. It'll be a Manchester United goal kick, and David De Gea immediately turns and looks at the linesman. What do you think of Ollie as a player and manager? As a player, I mean that he was probably the original super sub, wasn't he? Like, I mean, you were nearly guaranteed a goal if you were a United fan when Solskjaer came on. As a manager, I don't think it's fair to judge him fully yet. I mean, he hasn't. I know he won the league with Mundo, and I know that he got relegated as well. But I think you need to give him 3 or 4 years. You need to give him a cycle to really judge him. And look, he's got United up into it, at least the Champions League positions now, potentially a title race. So, I'm still not fully convinced of his tactical awareness, but who am I to judge a man that's performing well? So, you have to say he's certainly got the players playing for him. And if nothing else, he'd be a man who certainly knows the Manchester United way as well. 3:15 to 3:45, I mean. Is that what I... Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say. What is the game? 4 o'clock. Is it... Yeah, that's what I meant. What he said. What Connor said. Corner here to Everton. Crosby distracting me. Lucas Digne flicks it out off a United player. Yes, just to clear that up. 3:15 to 3:45 tomorrow. The lads from Nothing But Reds will be coming on to do the team announcement show. And then I'll be on for the watch-along and the post-match show. Corner here to Everton. Ball comes in from James Rodriguez. Again, there's Paul Pogba, like I spoke about earlier on the end of it, clearing it. I think the ball might have gone out or something because it's being given as a Manchester United ball. But there was Paul Pogba on the end of it with a defensive header, just like I spoke about a moment ago. It's amazing how many times he gets his head on the ball to clear it for United from when they're defending a corner. Hey John, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Lindelof now carries the ball forward for United, rolls it into the right channel. Greenwood, back inside. Lindelof, Paul Pogba. Pogba rolls it out left hand side now to Harry Maguire. Marcus Rashford. Back to Paul Pogba. He plays a nice ball through the lines to Cavani, who's dropped a little bit deep, and now Paul Pogba switches a lovely no-look pass out left-hand side to Luke Shaw. Cavani. A little bit of slack control from him, and here come Everton on the counter now. Will they get enough bodies forward, or can United get back and defend it? They try a switch. Oh, McTominay should have got there, but it's found its way to Richarlison. Richarlison now rolls it down to Lucas Digne. He tries a cross. It's blocked. It took a bit of a ricochet. It'll go out for an Everton throw-in, left-hand side, right beside the corner flag. Sorry, I'm just trying to scroll back to the text here, folks. Oh yeah, people thinking that the real Donald Trump's in the house, the election. Why are we allowing that dope in the chat? Just get rid of that idiot. Even if it was the real Trump, I'd still be kicking him out of the chat because he's still a gobshite. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Cavani, Greenwood. Lovely switch of play from him, allows Luke Shaw loads of space now in this left-hand channel. Pogba drops into the pocket if he wants him. He uses him. Paul Pogba now. Turns back. Plays the ball in to Rashford. Rashford tries to let it roll through, but Everton managed to get a foot on it. And Decore now. Back to Andre Gomes. He switches the ball out left-hand side. Richarlison has it. Richarlison up against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's found a bit of space on the left now. Richarlison puts in a cross. Calvert-Lewin chests it down, flicks it up in the air, and Luke Shaw clears it calmly to Bruno Fernandes. Lindelof. I think I have a super chat there. One sec, let me just read this out. Can you tell us our most surprising signing of all time based on how well they did for us? Is this for Liverpool, mate? I'm honestly... I'm honestly, it have to be Suarez. If it's for Liverpool, the answer would be Suarez or Gary McAllister. I love the impact he had as well. McAllister was a real shock signing, but he had a very good impact. But look, today's about Manchester United against Everton, but I appreciate the super chat, Mac, mate. Thank you. Can somebody remove that idiot from the chat there, please? One of the mods. Dara, yeah, somebody, well played. Liam Barry, well played. Digne. Ball back again now. Well, Olsen, he puts his foot through it and launches it long. Clock ticking towards 15 minutes here, folks, at Old Trafford. Still no real goal-mouth action to speak of from either side. Andre Gomes now to Decore. He switches it out left-hand side to James Rodriguez. He rolls a nice ball down the channel, but that's good defending by Victor Lindelof to read the situation and get there ahead of Richarlison. De Gea now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Scott McTominay. He tries a ball down the line. It's cleared and it'll be a Manchester United throw in right hand side. I think I may need a few new mods on the channel here actually, because we're flying up. So I need a couple new mods. Any suggestions for some new mods on here, folks? Any of the mods have any suggestions of people who they'd like to see given a blue spanner? Because the channel is growing and I've always promised if we do pick up, we do need some new mods, and look, we're over 11k, which is amazing. Digne now. Gomez. Well intercepted by Mason Greenwood. Rashford's ahead of him. He uses him. Marcus Rashford now. It's good tracking back. It's good defensive work there from Andre Gomes. Decore. Yep, I agree on the Scotty show. Where are you, Scotty? There you are. Scotty, absolutely. 100% agree on the shout on Scotty. Scotty's an OG on the channel, on all our channels. There you go, buddy. Paul Pogba now. Don't worry, folks. I'll do a couple more in a minute. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep an eye on the game here as well. I'm not ignoring everyone that's commenting there. I promise I'll get back to you in a couple of seconds. Maguire into Lindelof. 200 people now watching. Thank you, folks. It's lovely for a little channel like us to see a few more people coming across. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. Again, it's important that we have a mixture on this channel of not just Liverpool moderators, because it's not a Liverpool channel. We need some fans from different clubs to be moderators as well, because we can't be biased. I mean, I see the names people are commenting on. I recognise them, of course, Manfield agenda, but I think it's fair that we get some United mods and some other clubs mods as well, because we are, you know, this is an unbiased channel. Long ball down this left hand side now. Bruno Fernandes heads it back in field. Again, it's just a few. Sometimes referees are a bit too niggly for my liking there, and he gave a free out to Everton for, I think, players just both trying to win the ball and their legs getting tangled. I didn't see Minamino's goal, mate. No, I know that he scored. Ball goes out of play. It's a throw into United. Lindelof is pronounced with a V. So it's Lindelof. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate the input. I'm good. For those asking, I'm all good, thank you. Lovely to see you with us. Pogba now. Little 1-2 with Luke Shaw. Oh, the missus is cooking dinner for the kids and the smell of it has me bleeding Marvin. Paul Pogba switches it out right hand side now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He rolls the ball down the line. Mason Greenwood gives it back to him. Greenwood now. He tries the ball into the box. It was a great ball actually. I thought Cavani was going to get in the end of it, but fair play to Mason Holgate for knocking it over, and it'll be a Manchester United corner out on that left hand side. By the way, anybody that is made a mod, please remember that this is a neutral channel. Ball in. Pogba. Oh, cleared from underneath his bar by Decore. So you will see stuff that might make you unhappy, but it's important to remember we need rivalries aside on this channel, and people are going to banter. So remember that if I make anybody a mod, whether it be a United fan or Liverpool fan, allow people their own club opinions. We only kick people out for racism, for homophobia, you know, the usual stuff. Right, Red Ryan. You have been modded, sir. I'm liking your style. I'm liking your comments. Well played, sir. Lindelof. To Shaw. Maguire. Harry Maguire plays it back across to Lindelof. I'm doing it, Cask, I'm doing it, mate. Out to Maguire. I'm just going to call him Victor from now on. Left hand side, Luke Shaw. Little 1-2 with Fernandes. Gives it back out left hand side to Fernandes. Pogba makes a good run ahead of him. Now it's Marcus Rashford. Rashford has a run, plays the ball inside, but Pogba had slipped, and now gives Everton a chance to counter. Digne has it left hand side. Ball inside to Andre Gomes. He tries to pick out ball over the top to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin. That's a great tackle from Luke Shaw, but Calvert-Lewin gets back up and regains the ball. Digne puts a cross in. Everton players screaming for a handball here, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen it yet, but they're still protesting to the referee about a potential handball. So obviously it will be checked, but in the meantime Mason Greenwood goes charging down this right hand channel for United. Cuts inside. One way, then the other. Greenwood. Strike. It's pulled wide. And now we'll obviously get a replay of this other incident. But it was a very quick counter-attack. Good work by Mason Greenwood down this right-hand side. Goes past a couple of Everton players. Turns on the way Gomes inside out. Then tries a strike. He didn't catch it right and it goes wide. And out for a goal kick. Here's this other incident. No, never a handball. Never a handball. They hit Maguire here. Underneath his armpit. Never a handball. Do I have a player in your mind who's a bit hoped up, overhyped too much? Yeah, I do. Eden Hazard, mate. He's always annoyed me that he's been overhyped. Salah's done much better numbers than Eden Hazard's ever done. And look, that's not a Liverpool bias. That's statistically correct. And Hazard just gets held up as this beacon of superiority. Whereas to me, and from what I've read and from what I've been told, he's fond of reporting back for training, a little bit overweight. So yeah, him. I'm not saying he's not a good player, by the way. Eden Hazard put in one of the best performances from an away player I'd seen at Anfield, and on his day can be unplayable. I just don't think he should be held in the esteem that some hold him in. That's my own opinion. Lindelof. Pogba. Switches it out left hand side to Luke Shaw. Ball cleared away. It'll be another United throw in left hand side. Decore. Bruno Fernandes. Switches it across to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back down the line now to Marcus Rashford. He rolls in Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes turns. Aaron Wan-Bissaka carries on his run, which allows space for Rashford, who puts a cross in. It's 1-0 Manchester United. There was so much cleverness about this that I want to talk you through. It's Edinson Cavani with the header, but let me talk you through the goal, because there was a moment of genius here that, you know, maybe the casual fan, not to be disrespectful, might not appreciate. Marcus Rashford has the ball. Then he gives it to Bruno, but it's the run from Aaron Wan-Bissaka that drags players out of place. Digne's out of place. It allows the cross from Rashford, and it's a beautiful delivery right on the money for Edinson Cavani, who nods it in. But it's that little bit of movement. It's that movement from Aaron Wan-Bissaka that dragged Digne, which meant there was no pressure on the cross from Rashford. He put it on a sixpence, and Edinson Cavani did the rest. They're the little details. Little details like that, folks, are what sometimes we don't see. But 1-0 Manchester United anyway, and a thoroughly good goal, to be fair. Lovely delivery from Rashford and a very fine header from Edinson Cavani. No, the goal's not disallowed. The goal stood. We're back on the play. 25 minutes gone. Bernard, yeah, the marking could have been better on Cavani. I mean, if you're looking at it from an Everton perspective, defensively, they probably should have done better. But, you know, from a United perspective, you wouldn't give one shite. You know, you're going to be happy with the cross and the finish. But yeah, from an Everton perspective, certainly allowing Cavani to get between your two centre-backs or your two defenders like that, unmarked for that header, was criminal. But, you know, I like to look at the attacking side of things. I like to appreciate goals, because that's what we all tune in for the games for. Ball out right hand side now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back into McTominay. Did I hear about the Onana situation? No, the Ajax keeper. No, I don't know what's going on there, buddy. Rashford. He goes to the penalty area. It's a good challenge on him. Everton clear the lines. It goes out off Luke Shaw. It'll be a throw into Everton right hand side down near the corner flag. The City stands here. There's a Norwich fan. I love your streams and really like Liverpool. Hope we play you soon. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I've a lot of fondness for Norwich as a club as well. I love the way there's a hotel right in the corner of the stadium as well. That's class. And yeah, I was surprised that you lost 2-0 to Swansea yesterday, or the other day. I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. I was expecting you to get something out of that, to be fair. He got a 12-month ban for doping. Well, look, I can't speak to that because I don't know anything about the situation, and I'm not going to talk about a player's doping ban, but I have no information on it whatsoever. Ball cleared here by Olsen. Pogba wins the header. Davies has it now for Everton. He gives it to Andre Gomes. Nice ball infield to James Rodriguez, who works it out right hand side. Michael Keane, Davies. Everton moving the ball around nicely, but not really. If anything, they're going backwards, but they are keeping possession. They are trying to draw United on. Olsen now plays a long ball upfield, which is won by Victor Lindelof. Finds its way to Mason Greenwood, who controls it well under pressure and gives it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ball back. Greenwood. Nice switch of play from him right across to Luke Shaw. Shaw now. Ball in again, looking for Cavani. It drops. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has it at the far post. Two Everton players there. He tries to go around the outside. Immediately now my head's thinking of that Eminem's video someone made about me saying round the outside, round the outside. The Corey's won it back for Everton, but Scott McTominay then nicks in to win it straight back. Referee says there was a foul though, and it'll be a free kick to Everton. Yeah, Red Ryan, we like people like yourself, mate, that come in, chat, be friendly. That's what our content is all about, buddy. We like people like yourself, which is why you did receive a mod, because you've been a great little addition to our community. You've been interacting lovely with people, pal, and that's what we want to see. Oh, I'm not saying you didn't get a 12-month ban, Leighton. I'm just saying I don't know the scenario, buddy. I can't talk about it because I haven't got the full information in front of me. Chronic Maths Debater. That's a class name, mate. Well played. That's a lovely bit of naming there. Thank you, Callum. Really appreciate that, pal. United now play the ball back to Maguire. Just about to hit the half-hour mark here at Old Trafford, ladies and gentlemen. It's Manchester United 1, Everton 0. That goal came from an Edinson Cavani header after Marcus Rashford cross. I know a lot of you FPL players out there will be wanting to know who set him up for your points. Pogba, Rashford. Back to Marcus Rashford. Gives it inside to Bruno Fernandes. Back to Harry Maguire. Maguire now goes on in charge. Still Maguire inside the penalty area. He's dispossessed. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is then fouled, and that'll be a free kick to Everton. Hey, Matt Hayes, you're defo getting a mod, mate. Matt Hayes, Tottenham blog. I know Matt very well. I say very well. I'm getting to know Matt well. Lovely fella. Runs an excellent Spurs account. And again, if you like your football fan content, folks, get over there and check out what Matt's got to do. I really enjoyed chatting with him the other day, and I'm sure we'll do stuff together moving forward. So there's a Spurs fan that we've made a mod now. So we're trying to get the balance a bit better. We've United fan mod, a Spurs fan mod, a couple of Liverpool fan mods, of course, as well. Fernandes. Lee Chappie, he's a mod. He's a Leicester fan. So we're trying to spread it out and be fair. Rashford, Cavani, little flick. It's a nice little flick actually to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes rolls it across to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He cuts back inside to Pogba, McTominay. Again back out right hand side. Mason Greenwood. Nice little ball in to McTominay, who tries an early cross, too close to the goalkeeper though, and he comes and claims it. I think we've got enough mods at the minute, folks, but if the channel continues to grow, I promise we'll readdress the issue again. And Chloe, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you, Chloe. I know you're a regular on the channel. I just think we're okay for the minute. It's kind of mods in relation to the size of the channel, if you get where I'm coming from. But thank you to everyone that has, been a mod, and for the work that you do, keeping the chat safe. I know that we've got young people in here as well, people from all parts of the world, and we like to keep it friendly and we like people to feel welcome. So thank you for your great work. Fell here. Lucas Digne was brought down left hand side, free kick to Everton. What have we got? David McGillian said it's Man City's title to lose this season. Look, I would agree, mate. I have to say, like, as a Liverpool fan, I don't think we are in the title race anymore. I think for us, it's about making sure we finish as high up the table as possible and seeing what we can do in the Champions League. For United, a little bit different of a scenario right now. They're obviously that they rightly will see themselves in a title race at this moment in time, and yeah, let's see how the season pans out. As I always say, the league table won't lie at the end of it. 38 games, you play everyone twice, and whoever's at the top thoroughly deserves it at the end of the season. McTominay, Cavani, Rashford. Back to Greenwood. Pogba switches to that left hand side to Bruno Fernandes. He tries a ball in, but it's cleared by Michael Keane. It is amazing the leap that Dominic Calvert-Lewin has, isn't it? It is beyond ridiculous how high that young man can jump. Honestly, it's like he's got springs in his boots or something. It's ridiculous. Luke Shaw inside to Paul Pogba. Pogba, nice ball to Marcus Rashford. Rashford now in the left channel. Does well to keep the ball from Holgate. Gives it back to Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. United certainly dominating territorially with possession. Everton seem like they're just trying to sit back and counter, but a second goal from United would have to shake that up. Good defensive work there from McTominay, winning the ball back for United in midfield. Now it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka, fires a cross in. Cavani swings, but he couldn't quite make the connection, and he has his head in his hands as the ball goes through to Olsen. Yeah, it was a bit of a swing and a miss there from Cavani. I think he hit his standing foot, actually. Ryan, I'm a bit confused. After 30 years, Scousers stole our title. I'm a bit confused by that statement, pal. Fernandez, strike, deflection, stole our title. We absolutely deserved that league title last year, mate. Let's be fair about it. Ball in. Back post, overhit. It'll go behind for an Everton goal kick. Why do you do so many United games on Mundo Sporto? Mate, I did Chelsea Spurs the other day. We did a game this morning at 12:30. We try and vary it across. We just try and pick the most popular games, obviously, that people are going to want to tune in and watch. And it's not a Liverpool channel. I have to keep reminding people of that. Mundo Sporto is our second channel. Anfield Agenda is where you'll get all my Liverpool bias in its full glory. But, on here, we do the games that are the most popular ones. It's as simple as that. And Manchester United fans have been very supportive of the channel since we've started. And they've been very nice to me. They've had my back when I've had some hard times. And they've appreciated my impartiality. So, we want to grow the channel. And if it's Manchester United fans that are tuning in to watch Manchester United games with us, that's great. If it's Leicester fans that are tuning in, that's great as well. Do I think, Craig, give us an honest opinion, do you think City will ever win the Champions League? I honestly don't, Ibrahim. And nor do I think PSG will, mate. It's hard to say never, but I'd be surprised if they did it. That's my honest opinion. Obviously, PSG got to a final, and they were beaten by a very, very good Bayern Munich team. I'm still waiting for the old explanation there, Mr. Red Ryan, on the how did we steal the title, that your title after 30 years, mate. I'm still not letting that go till I see an explanation, buddy. You know, give credit where it's due. We thoroughly deserved the league title last year, mate. Thoroughly deserved it. Do I play football? Can I play football? These days, mate, no. But yeah, I played it right the way through till I was 17, 18 years of age. I was a goalkeeper. McTominay. Who do I think will win the Champions League? Liverpool. What else are you expecting me to say? But look, it's always an open competition in the Champions League. You can make arguments for probably 5 or 6 clubs there. Paul Pogba's down here. I don't know if he's going off yet. It looks like he's shaking his head. Substitution. Not what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United fans are going to want to see here, but it looks like Paul Pogba has... It's his right leg anyway. He looks in pain as he's walking off, and straight away, Fred's getting changed and ready to come on. Again, not what Manchester United fans would be wanting to see. You know what? Fair play to Pogba down there. He went down to try and buy time for the substitution to be allowed, and then he got back up onto his feet to continue walking off the pitch. Fair play. Substitution is now being made by Manchester United. Paul Pogba going off and is going to be replaced by Fred. Oh, excuse me. Ryan, it seems I owe you an apology, my friend. You were talking to somebody else with that name. Sound. I get you now, buddy. And thank you for clearing that up. Mark, you always bail me out, mate. Thank you. And again, to Ryan, no worries, buddy. I got that wrong on my side. Thank you for clearing that up, folks. Yeah, it's definitely Pogba's right leg anyway. Looks like a thigh strain to me at first glance. Mason Greenwood now, good footwork, but he has it nicked off by Andre Gomes. Leighton said PSG's a heartless club, only the money made club. Do you know what actually surprised me about PSG more than anything? That they were only formed, I think, in the 70s. Which for football clubs, to be fair, especially ones that have won as many league titles in France and stuff, it's a relatively new football club. Excuse me, like if you think of Liverpool, for instance, being formed in 1892 and Everton before that, and then you see a club like PSG that was formed in the 70s. It shocked me genuinely that I thought they would have been a longer established club. Not that it really matters at the end of the day. It's just, one of those weird facts that I found interesting. Excuse me. Ball across now, left hand side. Everton played into Digne, back into Andre Gomes. I've always liked Andre Gomes as a footballer, I have to say. He's very tidy. You can see that he was part of a Barcelona team at one point. He has those vibes about him. Digne, good, well closed down. Richarlison now. De Gea's out of his goal. Ooh, Richarlison. Probably could have done a bit better there. David De Gea was very fortunate. Ball was played down to the left channel. Lindelof came across. He then knew he couldn't go back to his keeper, so he played it ricocheted. And then Richarlison, he should have done better. He should have made that 1-1, I'll be completely honest with you. He'll be disappointed with himself there that he didn't pick out the net, because he had a fairly open goal there and United got away with one. Who made you want to watch football? Barcelona. I've always said that, mate. My first my first shirt ever was a Barcelona shirt, and I remember watching those Barcelona sides a lot, because mainly when I was on holidays and stuff, they were always on the telly, and my father would only ever go to Mallorca on holidays, by the way. Only ever go there. I've been to Santa Ponza like 17 times or something. And my Barcelona shirt was my first ever shirt. And I remember just watching the likes of Hadji and stuff playing, and just being like mesmerised by the skill levels. So yeah, I've always said, like, I've always followed Barcelona's results as much as I'm a Liverpool fan through and through. I do have a love for Spanish football, which is why I love talking to the likes of Graham Hunter and stuff. Antonio Zubizarreta, as well, as a goalkeeper growing up, looking at Zubizarreta doing his thing as well, was it was lovely to watch. Rashford, good footwork to Fred. He drags a shot wide. What's the best Liverpool shirt made? I'm kind of torn on this, because my first ever Liverpool shirt was the grey candy fleck one from, I think, 1990-91. But my favourite one was the one that was 1988, I think. The one that was Crown Paints but then became candy. It's the same shirt, just different sponsors for 2 different years. That's my favourite Liverpool. The one with Crown Paints on it. My favourite Liverpool home shirt. My favourite ever football shirt is the West Germany 1990 home shirt. Absolute thing of beauty. Good work there for Mason Greenwood to win the ball back for United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, back to Cavani. McTominay, United trying to get the second here before half time. Fred, he's under pressure. Goes back to Lindelof. He's under pressure. Goes back to Maguire. Does well. Turns Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but then plays the ball straight to Holgate. Davies now gets his head up. Tries to switch into Richarlison in this left-hand channel. Richarlison now drives into the penalty area. Turns one way, then the other. Goes down. He tripped over the ball. There was not even an appeal there for a penalty or anything. He knew he just tripped up over it. Ball's back now with Fernandes right hand side for United. He switches play across to Luke Shaw. Shaw carries the ball forward. Good run by Luke Shaw. Little ball into Rashford. Back to Fred. Bruno Fernandes now. Look at Rashford. If anyone had got their head up there, Rashford was clean through. Mason Greenwood now. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Again, look at the run made by Aaron Wan-Bissaka there to free up space. Greenwood. McTominay. Fred. Again, look at the space Luke Shaw's in. They need to move the ball quicker to him. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes. Strike. Oh, that is a belter of a goal. It's just a belter of a goal. Picks it up, edge of the penalty area, whips it with a good amount of Scoopy Dink, as I like to call it, into that far corner. Olsen absolutely stranded. 1 touch, 2 touch, has a look up, bang. Actually, it was 3 touches. Keeper, no chance. And Manchester United have got the goal they would have wanted right before half time, and it comes from a sublime strike from Bruno Fernandes. It's just a great goal. So you got to give credit. Just a great goal. Keeper with no chance. Made it look so easy as well. 2-0 to United. A lot of work to do for Everton and Carlo Ancelotti at half time. But you'd have to say, United value for their lead. A perfect time to score, Kyle. Yeah, a lot of people in chat again saying great time to score. Yeah, it's lovely. I love when Liverpool pick up a goal just before half time as well. Ball through there here. Calvert-Lewin's through 1-on-1. Oh, he's pulled it wide of the post. Head in his hands. Calvert-Lewin clean through on goal. Right at the end of the first half. Last play of the first half. I'll talk you through it now. Would he have been onside? He would have been onside. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka was just about playing him on. It's a simple through ball. His first touch is nice. De Gea spreads himself, but if you're an Everton fan right now, you're thinking he should have stuck that away. Inches wide of the far post, and it's half time at Old Trafford, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 2, Everton 0, but Everton fans will be kicking themselves that Calvert-Lewin didn't stick that one away right before half time. Let me just stop the clock, and then we'll have a little chat and see how we're all feeling ahead of the second half. Again, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that today's watch along is being brought to you. It's been sponsored by the OneFootball app. It is your one-stop shop for all your football needs. Whether you just want to know what the latest fixtures are, whether you want to see the results, goal scorers, statistics, it's got you covered. There's videos on there as well to keep you up to date with what's going on with managers and press conferences. It is absolutely free as well. You cannot beat a bit of free. I love free. I know you love free. Make sure you download the app from the link that's pinned to the top of the chat or the link in the stream description. It lets OneFootball know that we sent you over. And a massive thank you to OneFootball for all the great work they do for a lot of football channels out there. You'll probably see OneFootball all over the place. They do great work. They really are very supportive of football fan channels, and we're very appreciative to be working with them. So thank you to the guys at OneFootball. And if you want to help us out, folks, to continue us getting these type of little gigs, please do download the app from that link. It's a tracking link that lets them know that we sent you over. And again, massive thank you to the guys at OneFootball. I used to use a different app, I'm not going to lie, but as soon as I tried the OneFootball app, that other app was in the bin. What's this Liverpool has scrubs stuff, mate? I mean, I don't get that. Can I have that in English? Can I have that in maybe a translation for an old person like me? I have a lot of respect for Bruno and Man United from a Liverpool fan. You'd have to, Chloe. Like, at the end of the day, for any of us to sit here and say that he's not a class player would just be stupidity. I mean, it sticks in my throat that he's done so well at United from a Liverpool perspective, being a Liverpool fan. But I'm also a fan of the game, and I admire watching the good players do their thing. I love watching Ronaldo. I love watching Messi. I love watching De Bruyne. I love watching Fernandes. I love watching Salah, Mane, Firmino. I appreciate a good footballer. It is called a beautiful game because the people at the very top level of it can make the ridiculously difficult things look so easy. And that goal from Bruno Fernandes, he made it look like it was nothing. Whereas it really was just an excellent strike of the ball and the keeper had no chance. So sometimes you just got to tip your hat and say, well done. That's just what I don't get about some people. They just say, they say shit for a reaction. And yeah, we all want to get clicks, we all want to get people watching our channels, but I'm somebody that's always tried to just say what I think, and I don't give a shit about the consequences. If I admire the game, I love the sport. I have my club that I bleed red for, but I just love the fucking sport. I watch as much football as I can, and I love seeing good players doing their thing. Now, obviously, I can't sit here in good conscience and say that it's not killing me United are winning this game, because we're trying to play catch up. But I've promised and will always promise on this channel no Liverpool bias or no bias towards any club. I just do my thing and call it straight down the middle. If Everton had scored those 2 goals, I would have spoken about them exactly the same way. Most heartbreaking injury you've ever seen. Oh God, that's it. Do you know what? There's been a few. There's been Gibril Cisse at Liverpool who almost lost his leg, but I'm gonna go back to Henrik Larsson when he was playing for Celtic. That injury, that was a bad injury. That's one that just came to my mind straight away when you spoke about the worst injury. I don't know if some people in the chat might be too young to remember that, but that was a bad one for Larsson. Football is more than just a sport for so many. Very well said, Ewan. It is a way of life for a lot of us, mate. I probably watch 15 to 20 games of football a week, and that's no exaggeration. I just love it. If there's any football on telly, no matter what it is, whether it be League of Ireland, do you know what? I'll be honest. I very rarely watch Scottish football. But yeah, I just love watching football, man. I just love watching it. Right, some more of your comments. Cisse's was horrific, but you know, I've met Jibril Cisse and I've actually spoken with Jibril Cisse about that, and he just gave massive credit to the doctors for acting so quickly, and he reckons that they played a huge part in him actually saving his leg. So, yeah, that was bad. And again, I had the pleasure to talk to Jibril Cisse at one point, and yeah, that was a bad one as well for sure. Matt Hayes, how are we, buddy? Said, football is everything. I work as a live data collection supervisor for Opta. Watch 6+ games a day and come home looking forward to watching more footy. Wow. That's class, mate. Well done. I knew you had something about you, Matt, man. You're a very good presenter and I like what you do on the Tottenham blog as well. I'm working with Opta. That's class, man. That is absolutely class. Tell Opta to get their asses over and sponsor Anfield Agenda, mate, will you? For the, for a few bits and pieces. Actually, funnily enough, we're sponsored by Boyle Sports over there, who have a partnership with Opta, actually. They use the Opta stats on the Boyle Sports site. And we couldn't have better sponsors than Boyle over there, to be honest. I love working with the guys at Boyle Sports. Emer, Leon and the team are amazing. And they've been very, very good to us as well. Coleman's injury, yeah, that one was bad as well. That's another good shout. Where's... Oh, I read the super chat. I'm confusing myself here. Do I think Calvert-Lewin will ever leave Everton? Yes, I do. If he continues playing the way he is, in the form that he has been, I think, yes. Same way I would say that I think eventually Harry Kane might come to the conclusion that to win stuff in what is a short career for a footballer, he may well need to leave Spurs to do it. Matt said I'm trying to get Optus to sponsor my channel first. I was only joking, by the way, Matt. We've got a wonderful sponsor over there in Boyle Sports, so I'm absolutely delighted to be working with them, pal. It was only tongue in cheek there. But you fully deserve a sponsor, mate. And Matt, you are going to go places, buddy. I mean, I'd happily have you on Mundo Sporto here, buddy. If you want to make some content on here with us, the door is absolutely open to you, pal. You have my phone number. Just drop me a WhatsApp message. And, if you want to come on and host a watch-along or on here, pal, at any point, we'd love to have you. Bruno or KDB? Oh, I'm going to say De Bruyne, man. I'm going to say De Bruyne because... when I look at Kevin De Bruyne, and it is pomp, at his absolute best, he's so similar to Gerrard that I just really think he's a superb footballer. Fernandes is class, but I really do think De Bruyne, he's the nearest thing I've seen to Steven Gerrard. I mean... if I could have one player to slot in behind the Liverpool front three right now from the world, it would be De Bruyne. But I don't mean that in any way to be disparaging towards Fernandes. But, he's still got a long time in his career to show even more than he has done. I am a loyal part of the prawn sandwich brigade. Yeah, I'll never forget that from Keane, actually, when he said that. Again, I love honesty like that, though. Lee Chappie's in the house. How are we, buddy? Lee said, I'm free this week. Extra content incoming. Absolutely, pal. We're going to do out the rota for the El Mundo Sporto watch-alongs this week. Myself, Lee Chappie, Jack Gill will be hosting some watch-alongs on here. And yeah, we're trying to get some more people involved as well. We want to help use this as a platform to give people a chance to show what they can do. And show that fan content can be done well, and that there are a lot of great content makers out there who probably don't get the limelight that they deserve. Jack Deegan, how are you, pal? Do you reckon the Toffees will... what's this? Craig, do you reckon the Toffees will tie United tonight? As in, get a draw? Nah, I can't see it, mate. Matt, honestly, Matt, we'll get in touch, pal. We'll get you on. We maybe get you on for the next Premier League show we do, buddy. We do a show where I bring on guests from other Premier League clubs and we talk about what's going on, Matt. So I'll sort that out really soon, buddy. I promise you, I'll be in touch. Why is titles always brought into debates about a player. I know, it pisses me off as well. Like, it is a really unfair way to judge a footballer. Like, people say that Lionel Messi doesn't deserve to be spoken about at the very top because he hasn't won the World Cup with Argentina. I don't think that... I can't see how that argument is fair. It is a stick used to beat good football players. Like, sometimes, like Matt Letizia stayed at Southampton his entire career. Does that mean that Matt Letizia wasn't a wonderful footballer in his day? It is a silly way. I mean, clubs win trophies. Players help along the way. Doesn't mean that clubs that don't win trophies don't have great players. I mean, that's ridiculous. Do you think Ole is the man to win the Premier League? I think this is going to be a great chance for him to do it this year. Hand on heart though, this season I honestly think City will win the title, and that kills me saying that as a Liverpool fan, of course. But do I think he's the man to win the Premier League for United? No, I don't. I mean, I can't be a hypocrite. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't think he has yet, and he's earning the stripes, but I don't think he's tactically astute enough yet. From what I've seen, again, I'm trying to be honest. I was very worried at one point that United were going to bring in Mauricio Pochettino as their manager, and that would have really put the shits up me as a Liverpool fan, to be honest. I think he deserves credit for the work he's doing and getting United to where they are, but I'm still not convinced by him, if I'm being entirely honest. No, I don't mean to be disparaging, but that's my honest opinion. Craig, would it be possible for you to get Mark Goldbridge to share the charity link? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If you're talking about the link for that young man there, I mean, I'm working with Boyle Sports. I was speaking with Leon from Boyle Sports yesterday, and I've already been in touch with Chris. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, mate, and I don't talk publicly about it because I'm not a glory hunt merchant. So trust me, behind the scenes there is stuff going on to try and raise that awareness for that young man and his liver transplant. And I've got the guys at Boyle Sports trying to reach out and help as well. So I promise you, we are trying, and we will do everything we can to raise awareness of that young man's need. Yeah, so trust me, mate. I'm not hanging back. I'm not doing stuff behind the scenes. I'm working very hard to try and raise as much awareness for Chris, his family, and that young man as I can. Chloe said, "I love that you're honest." Yeah, I'm like, I shouldn't be hard, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I could sit here and trigger people. I could sit here and wind people up, and I could sit here and make sure that I get clips that will go viral. But what's the point? I just be me, like, and I just enjoy what I do, and I enjoy watching football. I'm sitting here today watching two clubs that, hand on heart, are my club's biggest rivals, and United winning, it makes me sick. Obviously, it makes me feel shitty in the pit of my stomach, but I want a career in this industry, and I need to be able to call things fairly, and that's I wanted to challenge myself, but with this channel, with Mundo Sporto, and I wanted to challenge my own ability to be able to push those biases aside, because it's much fucking harder than I thought. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very difficult to sit here and not be annoyed if things aren't going the way that would affect my club positively. Anyway, look, ladies and gents, loads of people in the chat now. Please do keep hitting that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. And again, massive shout out to the One Football for showing us some love and sponsoring today's watch along. And I think we will be doing some more stuff at One Football going forward as well. I think they've been happy with what we've done. If you want to help us out, ladies and gentlemen, it won't cost you a thing. Go to the top of the chat right now. You'll see the link to download the One Football app there. Download it from that link. It lets them know that we sent you. I think there's also a link in the description. I'll give, of course, another shout out to the guys at the end of the game. Sonny said, I'll sub for you, lad. Top or United fan. Again, I think people get confused, and I understand why. It's very understandable. People, you know that I am a Liverpool fan that's becoming a bit more well known now, which is great. I'm delighted about that. But again, this is not a Liverpool channel. I need to keep reiterating that so people finally, get it. And somebody even said to me, I'm too unbiased, that they don't believe me. Which I can't really help them with that, to be honest with you, but I just feel like for a channel that isn't a club-based channel to have integrity, it just needs to be unbiased. Doesn't mean we can't have a bit of fun, by the way, but yeah, look, I just think I always wanted this channel to be unbiased. Thank you, Aditya Roy. Again, well played to Oliver Mods for the work they're doing there as well. Playing a blinder, appreciate it. Right, we're about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. The second half here at Old Trafford. Manchester United leading by 2-0. Those goals scored by Bruno Fernandes and Edinson Cavani with the opener, which was a header from a Marcus Rashford cross. We're underway, and look at that. I didn't forget to start the second half clock for once. Go me. Oh, look, it's another fake Liverpool fan with the Klopp out shit. None of us believe you, mate. Trust us. No Liverpool fan believes anyone that says Klopp out. We know you're fake, so yeah, you're not fooling anyone. McTominay to AWB. Back across to Fred. Fred now moves it back to Harry Maguire. I'm very intrigued to see how Everton go about this second half now. They probably should have pulled one back right on the end of half time there, or at the end of the first half. Calvert-Lewin will be absolutely fuming that he missed that chance. I've got to mute my mic for 1 second, folks, because I need to scream upstairs for something, so I don't want to deafen you all. So let me just mute my mic for 1 second here. Right, job done. I'm back. Lindelof. Fred. Back across to Harry Maguire. Shaw. Lovely little 1-2 there. Referee plays a good advantage. Luke Shaw carries on his run forward into Cavani. Cavani rolls it back to Shaw. Luke Shaw, good save by the Everton keeper. That was a very, very good move. Luke Shaw at the heart of it. Started it and almost finished it. Forced a good save from Olsen. Lovely little ball back to him as well from Cavani. Little reverse pass. Shaw hit a first time shot and Olsen was stretching across. Good save. Good strong hands from the Everton keeper and he pushes it away. But that was a nice bit of football there from United down that left hand side. I read your lips. Stop verbally abusing your wife, Sabrina. Ask her to turn the heating on. How about you ever speak about my wife again, mate, and I will absolutely hunt you down. Don't ever fucking speak about my wife, mate, in any way, shape or form. And if you're claiming to have read my lips, then you're obviously an idiot because you read it completely wrong. So, firstly, go fuck yourself. And secondly, don't ever mention my wife again in any way of a negative context, pal. Show respect. What have we got here? Free kick taken quickly. Oh, he's gone. He's kicked straight out. Accusing me of verbally abusing my wife. How fucking dare you? Anybody that knows anything about me knows that I would die for that woman and I wouldn't be anything without that woman. So, I'm sorry, pal. That is unacceptable. Davies. Ball inside now to Digne. Oh, that's a nice ball down the channel. It's 2-1. 2-1. Everton have pulled it back. It was a lovely ball down the left-hand channel. It looked like Dominic Calvert-Lewin had forced himself too far wide. he got the ball across. David De Gea palmed it, but palmed it as far as Decore, who slots it into an open net. You're looking at the run. It looks like it's onside from my angle. Actually, you've got to ask questions of De Gea there, folks. I've got to be honest. That's not great goalkeeping from somebody who was an excellent goalkeeper, but that's poor. That's poor from David De Gea. He should have held on to that or pushed that much further away. As it is, it's 2-1. Decore taps it into an open net. And genuinely, I'm somebody who appreciates what a good goalkeeper De Gea is, but that wasn't great, folks. If that was my keeper, I'd be just as annoyed about it. From the Toffees' perspective, again, if we want to look at this as we try to in a positive way from an attacking point of view, very good move, good work from Calvert-Lewin as well, and Decore followed up and tapped it in. So from that point of view, and here they come on the charge again now with Richarlison down this left-hand side. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's getting back at him. Ball across. And it's cleared by Victor Lindelof. But it's game on now, folks. 2-1 to Manchester United. What are my thoughts on Sir Alex Ferguson? Well, the man's a legend, let's be fair. You don't achieve what that man achieved in the game and not deserve the utmost of respect. Sorry, I'm reading through some of your comments here, trying to catch up. Football has gone way too soft, said Zach. Out of order, said Drew Branch, which was, of course, in relation to that idiot that... Yeah, I don't like people talking about my family in a negative way. My wife's a goddamn legend. I mean, imagine having to put up with me 24/7, like. And trust me, I'm as odd off camera as I am on it. Go around the gaff singing weird songs and all. But yeah. Liam said Craig would die for his wife. She's amazing. She is. And she's the reason I'm still here. And by still here, I mean breathing. I don't mean doing this channel. Game on though here, ladies and gents. Game on. 2-1. Decore. Everton's starting to pour forward now. Gaining confidence. Ball into the box. It's headed away, but Decore again picks it up at the far post. Pulls it back across. Rodriguez. It's 2-all. It's 2-all. James Rodriguez, bottom corner, and inside 7 minutes in the second half. Everton have turned this game around and it's 2-2. We've got Desmond, ladies and gentlemen. It is, honestly, it's mad how the momentum works in football, isn't it? Cross comes in, it's headed away by Lindelof. Decore's there, he pulls it back. One touch for James Rodriguez and then he buries it bottom right hand corner. Nothing David De Gea can do about that one. Against a good spot from Decore, pulls it back. One touch from James Rodriguez and it's past the keeper before he knows it. And Everton are back level. It is mad how momentum works in football like that. You get one goal and then your tails are up. 2-2 as things stand, ladies and gentlemen. We have, loads of time. What have we got? 37 minutes left in the second half. There's been some good goals in this game, in fairness. Some good goals from both sides. Shaw, up the line. I don't see what happened there. Holgate went down. Oh, all of a sudden he's okay. I don't like that type of shithousery. Thank you, Lusani, saying your commentary is brilliant. Appreciate it. I really enjoy doing it. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm any good at keeping people up to date with what's going on, but I really have a lot of fun doing it. Fernandez now, he gets a free kick. Plays the ball quickly to Lindelof. Scott McTominay now switches the ball across left hand side. It's cleared by the Everton defence, but only as far as Luke Shaw. To Fred. He's fouled. Free kick. He's looking to get on with it quickly. I don't like this shithousery about players. They get away with it far too much, standing over the ball, kicking the ball away, blocking people from taking free kicks. Referees need to grow a pair and start booking people for this shit. Don't talk to him. Pull out the yellow card and book him. Because it was complete shithousery and he kicked the ball away. That does my head in. Just as a fan of the sport, referees letting that shit go does my head in. If you're fouled, you as the attacking team, the one who has been fouled, deserve to be able to try and get on with it quickly. If someone's stopping you doing that, then if they're not 10 yards away and they can persist with it, they need to be booked. Doesn't matter what club you support, that's the rule. Like that should happen. Greenwood. A lovely ball back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He loses his foot and then Everton come away with it again now with Richarlison left hand side. Again, Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets straight back up, gets a tackle in and wins the ball back. Good tracking back from the young man there. Pat Hammond, how are you, buddy? Lovely to see you in again. Somebody says, what happened to the Leicester City FC boy? I'd seen some disparaging comments that he posted on social media about Liverpool, and I disagreed with it entirely, and I thought it was a little bit two-faced, to be honest. Now, he's a lovely guy. As a human being, he's a lovely guy. That's why I was so shocked to see that post. And I couldn't be arsed with it. I don't want to go too far, because he is a good guy. But that was the end of my working relationship with him, put it that way. But he is a good guy. I won't say anything else about Anthony. As a human being, he is a good-hearted fella. And someone's saying, what did he say? Honestly, can't remember exactly what it was. I'd be lying if I said I did. It was something about our fan base, though. That's what got to me. It wasn't about a player or an incident. It was something about our fan base. And I can't remember what it was. It was nothing really sickening or anything like that. I don't want to get that young man in trouble because, as I say, I want to reiterate, he is a very nice person. Jacob said I went 5 minutes and it's 2-2. Yeah, it turned around really quickly, mate. Attacking chance here for United. Corner. Ball out right hand side. Maguire's there. McTominay's there. Lindelof's there. Ball comes in. Ball breaks. It's kept in actually by the Everton player. Everybody was too busy appealing for another corner that they forgot that the ball was still in play, and Everton hooked it away. It's a throw in now to United right hand side. Where am I from? Is it weird that every time somebody asks me that question, my sick brain says that I should say my mother's vagina, but that's just the way I'm wired. Sorry, I'm from Dublin, mate, originally, but I live in Wexford now, which is, I'm not sure if you're aware of Irish geography, but it's the southeast of Ireland. It's about an hour's drive from where I grew up. McTominay. He's dispossessed by James Rodriguez, but Fred nicks in to win it back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now. Ball inside to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes switches it across to Luke Shaw. Shaw gets his head up. Tries across deep to the far. What on earth was Alton? The state of that from Alton. It was too deep of a cross from Shaw. It was going to nobody. Nobody was near Olsen. And he gave the biggest ham-arsed attempt at a fist of ever. That's ridiculous goalkeeping. And he's given away a corner to United again here. Ball in and it's cleared, but God almighty what was going through his brain there. Fred. Shaw. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Back to Bruno Fernandes. He switches to the cross left hand side to Harry Maguire. Maguire into the left channel here to Luke Shaw. He plays a little 1-2 at Rashford. Mason Greenwood now. He's under pressure, turns and gives the ball back out left hand side to Rashford. Rashford fires the ball infield. Lindelof, he gives it to Fred. Fred has a bit of space ahead of him now. Switches the ball out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Again, it's back with Fred. Fernandes drops out right hand side and Fred gives it to him. Bruno Fernandes with the cross. It's a deep one. I think it's over everybody. It's gone behind. It's a goal kick. No, if you didn't see what I said, that's tough shit, mate. I mean, I don't know what to say to you. Stop putting in the same thing over and over again. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate the support, man. And again, Chicken Boy. Oh, Chicken Boy, how are you, buddy? You're definitely getting a mod, mate. I owe this lad a mod, by the way, so... Chicken Boy, how are you, buddy? There you go. That's the last moderator of the day we're lashing on, but... Yeah, Chicken Boy is a regular viewer on the channel. How are you, pal? Bit confused as to why the Leeds You'll Never Walk Alone channel was removed there. All it said was loving it, bro. I don't see what's wrong with that. Ryan, that was... I don't... Unless I've missed something earlier on, that's definitely not a comment that needs somebody removing, mate. That's just an opinion. Let me just try and sort that out. I don't know why he was timed out, mate. He's only timed out, but honestly, I don't think that was... Oh, spam. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, mate. I may not have seen it. Get where you're coming from. But, unless he put it in multiple times, I don't know. I didn't see it. Oh, emojis. Okay, fair play, mate. Fair play. I do understand mods is a hard work, man. I get it. But, yeah, just try and give people the benefit of the doubt. Do you know what I mean? But I get it's a hard gig and all, but Everton try a long ball, but it's gone all the way behind. 28.5 minutes to go at Old Trafford, and unbelievably, it's Desmond. I can't. United went in a half-time 2-0 up, and I thought they were going to stroll to a victory, but fair play to Everton. They've come out in the second half and shown some spirit and got themselves back into the game. Hudaifa, I'm very good. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but welcome to the channel, mate. I'm good to see you. Maguire. Ball left-hand channel now. Shaw cuts inside. Gives it back to Fred. Good work by Cavani. Rolls it into Rashford. Rashford. I think the offside flag would have gone up, would it? No, it's gone out for a corner. It's a great save by Olsen. Rashford should have scored. Let me see if he was on. He was just about on by the looks of it. I think Holgate was playing him on, and Marcus Rashford would be disappointed there. He didn't finish that. Fernandes with the corner. It's up in the air. It's headed away by the Everton player. It's hooked away then by Lucas Digne. I don't know. I think he was on, Jacob. I looked at Mason Holgate, who was just on the, across the line, and I think it was close. Again, United they're starting to up the tempo here a bit and starting to pen Everton back in. Rashford tries the ball to Cavani and it's hooked away. It'll be a Manchester United throw in left hand side. You can feel that they're trying to ratchet up the pressure now. I'm very good, Shane. How are you, mate? Lovely to see you win. Fernandes now. He rolls the ball across to Victor Lindelof. Lindelof to Greenwood. Greenwood goes back to McTominay. Any Manchester United or Everton fans in the chat, what substitutions would you like to see made from Solskjaer or Ancelotti? Who would you like to see brought on? Obviously, United forced into a change when Pogba went off with an injury. He was replaced by Fred. Maguire. I'm buzzing for the game tomorrow as well. Shane, it should be a good one. Fred fires the ball across. It's over everyone though. A little bit too much adrenaline going through his body there. He apologises to his teammates. 26 minutes to go at Old Trafford. 2-2. Take the hay off, somebody said. Do I watch match of the day? Not really, no. No, I'm generally doing something around the time it's on. Everton's first goal was scored by Decore. Somebody asked that in the chat, by the way. I wasn't just randomly putting that out there. Richarlison with some good work here in the centre of the pitch for Everton. He gives it to Andre Gomez. Gomez gives it at left-hand side now to Lucas Digne. Digne with a cross in. It's blocked by Aaron Wan-Bissaka and hooked away by McTominay. Fernandes flicks it to Greenwood. Referee's playing a good advantage here to Manchester United, and they work the ball into the right channel to Bruno Fernandes. He cuts inside. Ball out to Rashford. Rashford rolls it into Cavani. Inside the penalty area. Cavani flicks it. It was a bit of a... Yeah, I can see why the ref gave you free out there. It wasn't technically a high foot, but it was one of those where the Everton defender threw his head at it and Fernandes' foot was up. But either way, it was cleared. So, but it's a free kick to Everton one way or the other. Who's this little dope saying your salty tears are so... I don't know what he's on about, mate, but if it's aimed at me, I certainly haven't been in any way salty. .25 to go. Alton launches the free kick long. McTominay's back there, he wins the header. It's up in the air. I really don't get why so many people who comment on fan channels need to be so toxic towards other human beings or other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's banter and there's being a dickhead. Olsen launches the ball long. Knocked down by Lindelof. Fernandes to Fred. Fred inside to Scott McTominay. McTominay turns now. Frees up a bit of space, turns back. Still Scott McTominay. Carries the ball forward, works it out right hand side now to Greenwood. He passes into plays a little 1-2 actually with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then McTominay drops into the pocket, gives it back to Greenwood. McTominay. Everton very compact now, trying to stay in shape and restrict United's opportunities to move the ball and create space. Maguire goes on the charge. He goes out left hand side. Shaw's forced back with good pressing from the Everton players. Victor Lindelof has it now. He carries it forward. Plays the ball into Greenwood. Fernandes. Again, his pass is a little bit wayward, but Lindelof gathers it and gives it back to Scott McTominay. McTominay rolls it out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Greenwood. He's dispossessed and then fouls. That'll be a free kick to Everton. Thanks for hearting my messages on Instagram if it was you. I honestly don't. Sometimes it is me, mate. Sometimes it's Connor. Everton substitution taking place now. James Rodriguez is leaving the pitch with 22 minutes to go. He's going to be replaced by Gylfi Sigurdsson. Red Ryan said get Martial on for Greenwood. Love from Cape Town. Always, Michaela. Right back at you. Regular viewer of all of our content. What's your Instagram? I just have the Anfield Agenda one. Rafi, I don't have a personal Instagram account. I have a personal Twitter account, but we just, like, who wants to look at me? Do you know what I mean? On Instagram. So, just at Anfield Agenda. And then for me personally, it's Craig Holden on Twitter, spelled Houlden. So just at Craig Holden. Ball back with Lindelof now. Big 21 minutes to go in this game. Big 21 minutes for both sides, in fairness. Both have ambitions of at least European football. United's ambitions probably a bit loftier, that they're in a title race as things stand. You're beautiful, said No Name. Thank you. I'm not, but thank you. Drew, you need to whack in prediction, mate, after that, just so people don't think it's a fake score. See, that's where your message got deleted. Free kick here now to Manchester United. Shaw's over it. Ball into the box. It's headed. It's 3-2 to Manchester United. Scott McTominay with a wonderful header. And United are back on top. Again, a great delivery from Luke Shaw. Whips it in with his left foot. And he had to battle for that, McTominay. He just wanted it more than the Everton defenders. It's as simple as that. Ball's played into a nice area. He just wanted it more. I mean, there's four Everton players around the fella. He just wanted that more. It's as simple as that. That is, again, we look at it from the attacking perspective and we say brilliant work, well done Scott McTominay. But if you're an Everton fan now, you're asking yourself, how on earth a United player can get in amongst three Everton defenders and head it? But Scott McTominay and Manchester United fans will not give one shit about that. It is 3-2 to Manchester United, and that's Scott McTominay's 6th goal of the season, which according to Sky is his career best. So, fair play. It was a very good header and a great cross in from Luke Shaw. 3-2 to United. Let me just change that score. Michael, all good, buddy. Hope you're well. And to those that are in the chat, lovely to see you with us. If you are enjoying the stream, folks, please do hit that subscribe button. I can't believe we've only been putting out content since December and we've already gone past 11,000 amazing subscribers, but that's only because of your fantastic support. So if you do like what we're doing, please do hit that subscribe button. Let people know about the channel. We'd love to see fans from all aspects of life, all clubs. You're all very welcome in here. And again, if you're a darts fan, when the Premier League of Darts starts, I'm going to be covering that on here as well, because I'm also a big darts fan, and doing a few bits of boxing and that as well. So I hope you continue to enjoy the content, and again, thank you for giving us your time. Davies now in the middle of the pitch for Everton, switches the ball out left hand side to Digne. Good control by him, but that is another excellent bit of defending from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've said it once and I'm going to repeat it. To me, he is the best one-on-one, I won't even say fullback, defender. Well, maybe Van Dijk. He's the best one-on-one right back in the Premier League for defensive work. I'm not saying he's better than Trent. Don't even try and get me tagged into that one. I need to say that. But I've always said it. He is fantastic at blocking crosses and timing challenges. It is probably his best attribute. But I mean, if you're a Gareth Southgate, you're rubbing your hands together, aren't you? Looking at the options he has at right back there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I mean, Southgate has some good tools at his disposal in that right back position. Yellow card there for Luke Shaw, by the way. He fouled Mason Holgate. Chicken Boy said darts is your second favourite sport. Cool. For me, on a purely selfish level, part of my sponsorship with Boyle Sports will mean that they sponsor the World Grand Prix, which takes place in Dublin every October. So I could be and should be hopefully getting access to some of the top darts players for a few interviews as well, which I'm very much looking forward to. Maybe I'll get to meet my doppelganger. People often call me the poor man's Michael Van Gerwen. I'd love to have that big deep voice though. Anyway, free kick to Everton, right hand side. Sigurdsson, and again Cavani's back there heading it away for United. TTV Klopp said I love the Grand Prix. Yeah, if it's one of the. Let me just talk through this Everton attack. Hang on, Sigurdsson. Ball goes back. Free kick again given to Everton. Yeah, the Grand Prix is great because it's one of these that, it's double in, double out. So if you don't get away early, the pressure's on. So that's why I love the Grand Prix as well. It's proper Irish old pub dart rules, double in, double out, like. So yeah, it catches a lot of pros out, the old Grand Prix. Oh, Reece James as well. Sorry, yeah. I mean, I forgot about Reece James. Another absolutely excellent right back. That definitely deserves to be in the mention of that conversation. Sorry, that just slipped my mind. Reece James having a great season as well. Davies has been taken off now for Everton. Free kick here again. Sigurdsson in a similar position. He whips the ball in. Ooh, I don't know if the offside flag was up or not, but if not, it is. A free kick has been given. I was going to say that was a good chance missed by Everton. Let's have a look at it. I think Havertz was offside anyway. But anyway, the free kick's been taken. Lindelof carries it forward for United. 15 minutes to go. Iwobi is the one that's been brought on to replace Tom Davies. McTominay now. You not a Liverpool fan anymore. Do I really need to justify your stupidity with an answer? I will actually justify that stupidity with an answer, mate. Of course I'm a fucking Liverpool fan, but I'm also a football fan that has a second channel that has nothing to do with Liverpool, where I cover lots of football games, mate. Rashford now into the penalty area for United. He's dispossessed. God almighty. Like, I wonder, does Mark get this shit on That's Football? You know, because Mark, as he's every right to do, covers non-United games over there and does a great job of it. But, I mean, some people really are just idiots. Rashford to Fernandes, I mean, over the bar. You're not a Liverpool fan anymore. Why do people find it so hard to believe that I can be impartial? It says more about those people, actually, the fact that they live their lives in these horrible, spiteful little fucking mindsets. They don't get it. Sorry, I'm just reading something from Power Plays. No need, Craig. I'm not sure. Who do I want to be the next Liverpool fan? I have no idea what that's about. I'm not sure what you're talking about Power Plays either by saying no need, Craig. I may have missed out on something there. Oh, now I get you, Sorry, man. You say you don't really know sport if you only... Yeah, I love the sport, man. These are games I'd be watching regardless. Do you know what I mean? If I'm sitting at home here, I'd be watching these games one way or the other. Shaw. Infield, Cavani. Cavani switches the cross to Fernandes. The space now right hand side if he needs it. Threads the ball through to Rashford. Rashford turns back inside. Oh my goodness, he's missed a sitter. He's going to be fuming at himself there, folks. Cavani spreads the ball across to Fernandes. Fernandes looked like he was going to play it, but rolls a nice ball into Rashford. In fairness, Rashford, he does well, turns, and similar to Richarlison in the first half, who had a good chunk of the goal to aim at, he pulls it wide at the far post. I haven't seen the Souček red, Ben. People have been telling me about it, but I haven't had a chance to see it yet today, mate. But from what everyone said, it seems to be a ridiculous red card. Have I watched Wingmen? Yes. My wife actually particularly loves Wingmen. She thinks it's brilliant. The Super Bowl is tomorrow, Keane. 11:30. It's on BBC for those that aren't aware. It's on Sky, of course, as well, but it's also on BBC. And 11:30 tomorrow, mate. Is Taki coming back? Yes. It's only a loan deal. There's no obligation or option to buy for Southampton there. Fred moves the ball out left-hand side now to Rashford. Rashford cuts in past Keane. Still Rashford. He's fouled right at the edge of the box. Absolute nailed on free kick. It was great work by Marcus Rashford. Cut inside, went past a couple of Everton defenders, drifted across the edge of the 18-yard box, and then was barged over. And it's a definite free kick. And Fernandes will be licking his lips here at the possibility of sticking another one top bins, because this is right in his range. How was Michael Keane even complaining about that? You barged into him, mate, and clattered his leg. He's picked up a yellow for it, and rightly so, because, you know, Rashford would have got an opportunity to get a strike away. Should do a watch along to the Super Bowl. I've got to be honest, Ewan, I'm going to be very selfish, mate, and just watch it. I just want to sit back and enjoy it as a fan. I've only got into NFL this year, and I'm just going to sit back and watch the greatest of all time against the new kid on the block, Patrick Mahomes, as well, trying to go back-to-back with the Super Bowls, and it's just going to be a great watch. Free kick here to United anyway. Fernandes can't get it quite up and down. It goes over the bar. It is always difficult. Having spoken to players who were free kick takers in their day, I often asked about this thing, and it is very difficult to get the ball up and down like that from about 19 yards, 18 and a half yards out. They'd almost like it to be, you know, that 22 to 25 yard range. David McGinn says, shout out to Craig for a cracking watch along. Thank you, pal. But look, you guys make the watch alongs. If you guys weren't here with the comments and the bit of fun and banter, I'd have nothing to do. So no need to thank me, mate. A big up to all of you guys out there for watching as well. What I've trying to do, folks, is, and look, I'm going to be real for a second, I'm going to be honest. A lot of you may know me from clips that you've seen of the 7-2 incident, or of me having a meltdown about Origi, or whatever it might be, whatever drew your attention to my bald head in the first place. I've always said people need to just look past these clips, because all of us can be made to look like different people with clips. But if people come in and watch, give us a chance and see what I'm really like as a person, I think most people will see I'm a down-to-earth regular dude that, you know, is pretty fair-minded. So I get a load of hate, a load of abuse. I don't think it's warranted. I genuinely believe I'm a good person. And I'm grateful that people are starting to give me a chance and come in and watch the streams and get to know me as a person. And I can't be any more grateful and thankful for that. But I want a fucking Lambo. Where's me Lambo? Jeez, I wouldn't ever drive a Lambo. I wouldn't trust myself with that much power under my feet. Can't be going from a Renault Megane estate to a Lambo. Imagine. Jesus, it'd be written off in about a week. I actually wouldn't drive a Lambo either, to be honest with you. I'm more of an Aston Martin type of fella. Nah, who am I lying? I'm fully be getting myself an old whatchamacallit, what's that yoke I drove in America when we were over there? An Escalade. Oh, ladies and gents, if you ever get a chance, if you're on holidays in America and to hire a Cadillac Escalade, do it. I felt like 50 Cent driving around in that thing, man. I'm telling you, what a vehicle. Anyway, back to the game. Foul on Fernandes there. Craig still can't get over the M&M video view. That was brilliant. Like, oh, hang on, counter-attacking chance here. It's cut out by Everton. That's not what I'd call trolling. Even if it was meant as a dig towards me, I thought that was absolutely brilliant. And I retweeted it and said, well done. It was genius. Like, I'm somebody who appreciates the art of trolling, and I appreciate the good trolling, the clever, witty stuff. And my God, whoever made that video, fair play. I mean, it had my whole family cracking up laughing at it. It was brilliant. Yes, the game, don't worry about it. I know, I go off on tangents, sorry. Yeah, you're right, get back to the game. Fair play, good comment. But I do go off on tangents at times, mate. But look, it's a goal kick to United anyway. Ball launched long by De Gea. Cavani wins it, knocks it down to Rashford. Rashford, ball back inside to Fred. Fred rolls it across to Scott McTominay. McTominay, back to Luke Shaw. Little 1-2 there. Shaw, McTominay. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Rashford. Fernandes now on the left channel. Sigurdsson. Gomez now. Sigurdsson's forced back to Holgate. Holgate puts his foot through it. Sigurdsson now. Everton have Digne on the left. He flicks it out to him. Greenwood gets back into press. Now it's Fred. Gomez. 5.5 minutes of regular time to go. Everton playing into that left channel to Lucas Digne. Ball in. It's headed away by Lindelof. Fred's then fouled. And while Fred's down, he might need a bit of treatment here. I'm allowed a tangent now, by the way, because there's no game happening. I want to give a shout out. So, whether you guys may or may not know, over on the Anfield Agenda channel, I was lucky enough to interview Jack Mate. That's up there if anybody wants to watch it. But I know Jack Mate loves his snacks, so we often ask people about their favourite meal deals and stuff. And you guys know that I'm a Kyo's crisps lover. I absolutely forever banging on about them. So I got on to Kyo's. I sent him a message and I said, look guys, I did this interview with Jack Mate. He's a lovely guy. He loves snacks. Can we sort out a gift basket to send over to him? And of course, I'm happy to cover the cost. And Kyo said, no man, we'll send it over to him and thanks for plugging us. But shout out to Kyo's. Gomez now. Strike. Gone wide. I thought that crept in. Maybe did De Gea get a touch in it? But yeah, it went wide. Yeah, so shout out to Kyo's. The best crisp in the world, by the way, hands down. So they're sending Jack Mate over a hamper of their products. No, there was no touch from De Gea. It's a goal kick. You can watch it on the Anfield Agenda channel, mate. It's up there on Anfield Agenda, and it's also out as a podcast, so you can listen to the Anfield Agenda podcast on Acast, iTunes, Spotify. But it's the full video is up on the Anfield Agenda channel. There's a clip of it actually on the Mundo Sporto channel, but it's only a little part where we spoke about YouTube boxing and stuff. But all of that's in the full video as well. I also interviewed Graham Hunter this week, and that's up on the channel as well. But yeah, what a pleasure talking to Jack Mate. An absolute legend of a fella and a really nice guy. McTominay, Fred, left hand side, Shaw, Fred, back to Maguire. McTominay flicks it around the channel, but it's intercepted by Everton. Josh King now on for Everton as well, making his debut, I believe, since his late move in the window. Could have been a United player at one point. I think, wasn't it him or Igalo at the time? Actually, didn't Igalo go back and join a Chinese club on a 2.5-year deal this week, if my memory's correct? McTominay. 3 minutes plus additional time to go here at Old Trafford. It's been a very entertaining game. United got themselves 2-0 up. Thought it was dead and buried. Fair play to Everton. They came back into it inside 7 minutes of the second half, drawn at level, and then United got their third goal from a very good header from Scott McTominay. Maguire now, left hand side. Yeah, Josh King. Yeah, I don't know if it's a loan deal at Everton or if it's here we go, chance. Richarlison. He pulls it wide. United players were screaming they wanted a free kick earlier on in the build-up. Harry Maguire felt he was fouled. John Moss allowed play to go on. Now I think Everton players are asking, is there a possible penalty? Let's have a look at it. Maguire, I think he was clipped. It's hard to tell in normal speed, but there's nothing wrong and there's no issues with regards to Richarlison. Yeah, Harry Maguire was fouled. No doubt about it. No doubt whatsoever. Calvert-Lewin clipped his ankle. John Moss missed that. It should have been a free kick to United. It ends up with a goal kick anyway, so no harm done, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. Goal kick. Now David De Gea is taking his time and will launch it long. Fred works it out left side to Bruno Fernandes. He rolls it into Cavani. Cavani gives the ball away. But referee says, and I think he's right, that Iwobi controlled it with the top part of his arm. But was it above the shirt sleeve or not? I don't know anymore, folks. I'm not going to lie. This handball rule has all of us bonkers. But it's a free kick to United as things stand anyway. The clock ticks to 89 minutes. I'll let you guys know as soon as I know what the additional time is. Gomes now. Holgate. Ball now back with Olsen. Fernandez running around, trying to press, trying to close down. Rashford doing the same. Everton switch it across. Two United players miss out on it, and it goes to King. King into the left channel out to Digne. Digne pulls it back, and who's there to block it? Aaron Wan-Bissaka yet again. I spoke to you earlier on about it. He blocks so many crosses that he really does a great job defensively for United in that right back spot. Here comes Digne now with the throw in. Again, he's after pinching 10 yards in the wrong direction. It always makes me laugh about this. The throw in should be taken right beside the corner flag, but somehow it's 10 yards deeper, so he gets a better angle. It's flicked up in the air. De Gea comes and claims it. Easy stuff. And we have 4 minutes. 4 minutes of additional time added on by the officials. Iwobi. Back to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson switches the ball across now to Digne. Again, they go out into that left channel to King. Back to Lucas Digne. He switches it across. Michael Keane. Again, Everton still inside their own half. Eventually they work it to Andre Gomes, left hand side. Again in the left channel now to Digne. King goes down that right hand side, but he's offside. And Manchester United will get a chance to ease that pressure with a free kick deep inside their own half. John's an amazing stream, Craig. See you tomorrow for the Liverpool match. God bless. Same to you, buddy, and thanks for joining in, mate. Really appreciate it. Two and a half minutes of the additional time still to be played here at Old Trafford, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United leading by 3-2. Free kick launch long by David De Gea. Maguire now, he pumps the ball forward. Iwobi heads it on. Fred gets in there, gives it to Fernandez. Rashford now has the ball left side. What does he do? Does he go and attack or does he go for the corner flag? It goes out of Holgate, who prevents the corner, but it will be a United throw in down near the corner flag left hand side. Keane said your podcasts are insane. Thank you, mate. I love the trio we have there. I love interviewing Graham Hunter. I love talking to Jack, but I also love the podcast. That's the regular Anfield Agenda podcast with myself, Steve Bold, and Jack Gill. Steve Bland, excuse me. How could I get the man's name wrong? Steve, if you're watching, mate, I sincerely apologise. Steve Bland, myself, and Jack Gill, and it's I have great fun recording. We record it every Tuesday, and it usually comes out on a Wednesday. But don't worry, I have a few more big names up my sleeve that I'm hoping to be chatting with real soon. So as always, keep it tuned to the Anfield Agenda and to Mundo Sporto. I'm within sniffing distance now of changing my family's life, and maybe in the next 6 to 9 months I could be full time at this, but you know, I've got to earn it like everybody else. So that's why I keep saying thank you, and every one of your subscriptions means the world to me. And to Connor, who is the other half of everything we do. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now, right hand side. Oh, it's a straight pass from him. This will give Everton one last chance to attack. They wing it into the left hand channel now to King. He goes past a couple of United players. Digne with the cross, pulls it back to the edge of the box. Rashford's there with a headed clearance. Cavani, he's fouled. That'll be a free kick to United, and that should be that, ladies and gents. It's been a very entertaining game, this, to sit back and watch as a neutral between the two clubs, which, look, let's be honest, as a Liverpool fan, are the biggest rivals for my club. But it's been a very entertaining game, and the next game I'll be doing will be United's FA Cup game against West Ham on here, but there will be more streams on Mundo Sporto. We're just sorting out the list of who's doing what, because there's myself, Jack Gill, Lee Chappie. We're all going to be doing a few bits and pieces, so hope you can join me for the next one as well, folks. But look, we still have a couple of seconds to go on this one. De Gea launches the ball long. There was a substitution, so there may well be an extra 30 seconds or so here. Now Everton have a chance with a free kick. King is being fouled right hand side, and John Moss whips out the yellow card. I think for Tunzebi. It was Tunzebi, excuse me. This will be it though. This is last chance saloon. The keeper and all's going up here. Olsen's on his way up. It's a deep free kick left hand side. Digne over it. Puts in a hopeful cross. It's flicked on. It drops. And the ball's in the back of the net and it's 3-3. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has made it 3-3 right at the death. 3-3. Free kick came in. Oh, United should have. If you're a United fan, you're fuming on that. Good finish from Calvert-Lewin. Oh, did that hit an arm? I don't know. VAR might look at this, I'm not sure. Calvert-Lewin celebrating. Ferguson celebrating. And the goal stands, and that was the last action of the game. Finishes Manchester United 3, Everton 3. Dominic Calvert-Lewin rescues a point for Everton right at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I really do appreciate you watching. Hope to see you back on Mundo Sporto sometime soon. If you have enjoyed the stream, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. And again, before we head off, massive thank you to our sponsor of today's watch along, OneFootball. Download the OneFootball app from the link at the top of the stream or from the link in the description. OneFootball is your one-stop shop for all your football needs. Fixtures, results, stats. It's all there for you folks in one absolutely perfect and free app. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Stay safe.